Hey everybody, we just finished playing Pandemic Legacy.
Woo!
I'm Matt.
We're done. Thank goodness. Hallelujah.
This is Tim.
I'm Tim.
Alexander.
Grant.
So it was awesome and then it wasn't awesome.
Are we doing spoilers or no spoilers?
Oh, spoilers.
Okay, whoa.
Spoiler,
Okay,
yeah.
if you gonna have this game spoiled,
Stop.
turn it off now. Okay, just don't watch any.
We can't hold back.
We're
right
gonna
now.
spoil everything.
We can't.
Anyway, so they should have tuned out. It's your own fault from now on, alright?
But yeah, we started the first game in March of 2016.
So first it was Pandemic, and then it was Dead of Winter, and then it was Clean Up Pandemic and Clean Up Dead of Winter. That's basically the game.
Yeah, it would seem that way.
I don't really know where to start.
Well, alright.
Let's just start with the original Pandemic.
I don't like it.
None of us are a huge fan of the original Pandemic.
I still feel okay about it. It created a genre. It made cooperative games cool, and I think it's an important game.
And it had some charm. I said that earlier. It had some interesting things. I remember playing it for the first time thinking, yeah, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But do I want to play it 18
Yeah.
times?
An important game doesn't make it a
We
great
played it
game.
18 times. We played
18 times.
Yeah.
We are not good at
The
that.
most we've ever played a game, except maybe Tim.
But Legacy by far made Pandemic better.
Oh, yeah.
Like 100 times better.
100
It
times
took
better.
what is to me quite a bland, quite simple cooperative game, and it made it significantly better. Like we would play it once, and I'm like, I want to play it again.
Yeah.
And I would never feel that way about the plain old.
The regular
The story that this tells, especially early on, it gets you. I really liked it.
In the moments, the first time the Faded Figures come out,
People are
I'll
pretty
always remember that moment.
People are pretty
Always.
excited.
Always.
pretty cool.
I mean,
And we
you
hadn't been
always know that.
spoiled.
No.
We had not seen anything.
I had zero.
So we really had no idea.
Somebody know about the orange buildings?
I had seen those,
And
yeah.
you had one spoiler, didn't you?
I thought there were boats, but they're not boats.
I'd seen it
Oh,
halfway through.
Oh, you thought there was something with boats?
I thought there was some with boats in it,
Oh.
but there's not.
Okay.
Maybe that was someone trying to throw you off the set.
But beyond the story and beyond the new and exciting things, it goes back to Pandemic, right? I mean, we played this game 18 times, and after 12, we were all pretty much like, let's get this done.
Yeah.
6, 7,
We're-
8, 9,
I mean,
10, 11,
now,
12.
It just overstayed its welcome.
Oh,
I think.
That's
After a
the
while.
phrase I would use. And part of that is because we were just getting smashed halfway through the game. We lost 4 in a row, so we got to open the 4 in a row box, right?
Spots.
So that was great.
And two of those were brutal. It was like, if we draw this one card, we're dead. If we don't, we win.
That was like drawing St. Petersburg
St. Petersburg!
off of the bottom of the deck, right?
Yeah.
On the Epidemics, it was like the only possible card we could have
Drew it
drawn.
off the
And it's
bottom.
like 1 in 20, boom, and you're done.
And if we didn't, we would have won.
That's very frustrating.
I would also say we had bad luck for a while pulling blues.
Yeah.
So our coda color, the zombie color, was blue, and we call it the Walking Dead virus. Innovative.
Unoriginal.
Yeah. And then we kept, during game setup, we kept drawing blue cards out, so there's always zombies on the board when we started.
And it was actually ironically bad.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
bad our starts were. Like those 4 months that we
It was
lost in a row.
frustrating, is what it was.
I think the draws were honestly iconically bad. It was
Yeah.
it was ridiculous. And we actually had that in the very last month we're playing. We drew 6 out of 12 starting in the red.
Yeah, so that made it harder.
And that made it so much harder. And I felt like we had that over and over again.
Yeah, 6 out of 9. It's not even 6 out of 12.
It's 6 out of 9.
Yeah, like 2/3.
Yeah, 3, 3, and 3.
So
Yeah.
much worse.
No.
And I felt like we got that a lot. But that's one of the reasons we lost.
And one of the things that I felt like is that not knowing anything that was happening, anytime we were introduced with something new, whether it was a character or something else in the game, a new objective, we were kind of like, that's kind of worthless. Well, why are they giving us that? But then after a while, we were like, there's a reason why they're giving us these things. And so we would jump on them as soon as we got something new. We'd be like, let's get this done. Like the searches.
That was a key learning.
We destroyed the searches every time they came out because we were like, they're giving it to us for a reason.
Yeah.
We better get it done.
And we never lost a search.
Right.
Other than the first time in December, we were really trying to cure or vaccinate, but yeah, we would bust it. I mean, once we got it, we would do that. We would put out buildings.
And if we knew that earlier with like the faded, how they were going to spread, if we knew that beforehand, it might have been different. We might have been done a little bit better.
In a parallel universe where we do play this again.
Yeah.
No.
I will not play season 2.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to recover.
You want to play? You can play it, but
I don't
it's
know
too
that.
much of a commitment for the payoff that there is, right?
I want to see what it. I want to see what it changed. I want to see the core dynamic be different in season 2.
If it's the same,
think about it.
if it's the same map and uses the same basic elements of Pandemic, I don't know that I'm interested in
I won't play it.
If it's totally different, like some of the other expansions, like what Iberia, you know, they have a lot of different elements. Maybe if they do something like that, I might try it. But I do not want to commit to 18 plays over a year.
But I believe it's a follow-up from this game, where it's this bioterrorist organization. Season 2 it's these guys again doing more and more and more. I don't know if it's the same. You know, it's the world map, but it's the same storyline. Which
So we're rambling some.
We are.
What's your favorite part? Let's do
My
favorite part.
favorite
Whether
part.
it was a favorite
Well,
opening of a box or a favorite.
Right, as a gamer, when I game and I'm playing something where I'm developing a character, I always enjoy that.
Yeah.
In this game, you're provided bad things like scars. You're also provided, what are they called, upgrades. I like that element where I'm trying to make my guy better, maximize his ability. You know, I use Stanford Jefferson quite a bit, who we named our medic, right? We named him Stanford Jefferson. And I love to maximize his ability, so I gave him the forecast so that he could see what was coming, get to those areas and clear it out. I enjoy that. I enjoy that in role-playing games. I enjoy that in games like, well, we talked about the one earlier tonight. What's that game by Queen Games that you were talking about? The dungeon one.
Oh, what is that one?
I can't remember.
I know
Anyway,
exactly the
where
one
you're
you're talking
developing something, I like that. So that's something I really like.
Character development.
Yeah.
And you played Stanford Jefferson like 100 times.
I think so.
Plus
And I also
15 of the 18 games.
yeah, and I also really like when something new came out. That was always really fun.
Yeah,
For the moment,
anticipation.
until it either killed you or crushed you or sucked the life out of you, then that become a distance.
One of those things.
So that's what I liked.
What's your favorite thing?
I enjoyed having different characters is nice. Having all the cool, unique, different abilities, all different ones that come out in the game, and seeing the progression of the characters that you get. Because you start off, just curing stuff, and then you start getting more military guys in there to try and tackle the zombies. I think once we finally got, he was called Bucky Barnes in our game. He was a soldier in a Wicked.
The Winter Soldier.
He could get through the roadblocks. He could fight the zombies, and that was really cool. So that was neat. And opening boxes. Anytime we open a blind box, that's the charm of Legacy, right? Opening the cool new stuff. Oh, open this, that, and this. Doing that. That's fun.
Burning the ripping part is kind of fun too.
Yeah.
Although you wouldn't let us destroy the blue.
I've never let them destroy the blue cubes. I don't know why.
So I actually like the progression of the world. I like how it started off with just normal. We need to take care of these diseases, get rid of them, and then it kind of morphed to okay, these diseases are getting worse, and then all of a sudden we can now combat those diseases, and we can fight them and subdue them and keep them under control. I like the fact that like the military buildings were our benefit at the beginning.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then they kind of flipped, and then they were actually a detriment and better for
serious
the
detriment as well.
right. And so I kind of like the progression of the map and the story on how that all fit together.
So what the military bases made it harder to cure zombie cities?
To
What else did
vaccinate.
they do?
They would spread at the end of every
multiply.
They made it harder to
And
vaccinate
when they were-
cities.
Was that it though? Was that
Yeah.
the main
Yeah, I think that
aspect?
was pretty much it.
Plus, there were the objectives where you had to go and blow
Destroy
X amount of them up.
Well, they incentivize you to build military bases, and then
And then they
they
tell you to
go the reverse.
And that was kind of lame, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, do all this cool stuff, just getting them to do what
Well,
you
but
did.
that was the military. That was the evil people's
There was
plan,
the
right?
trade.
Use the
Yeah.
military to control what's going on, and then switch it to
And
dominate the
use it,
world. That makes total total sense from a story.
I think my favorite thing was actually similar to what Lieutenant Grant said. I liked stringing together the character powers. And so when we had Felicity Smoke, who was the researcher, and Lydia Strand, who was the scientist, they could just pass cards back and forth like for free. So you may share knowledge with a coworker as long as one of you is in the city of the card that is being passed, and the researcher can pass any card. So that made exchanging, and the scientist only took 4 instead of 5 to cure, so that made it super easy. And that happened again during the game. We just found the right power for the right time, and we linked characters together. The dispatcher became really important at the end. We could plan for that.
It was interesting because some of those characters we didn't really use until later in the game, and I'm wondering had we used the dispatcher maybe a little more in the beginning.
I think we used
things,
the immunologist once at the right time. So changing characters was good, but also we found 2 characters who worked well together. That was fun, which is what we did with the scientist and the researcher.
Who did we lose? We lost
Lydia Strand, the scientist.
The scientist, and we lost the
soldier. Quarantine specialist.
Quarantine specialist.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Yeah, we killed 2.
Yeah, we used the quarantine specialist, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
Those were probably 2 of our more.
That's really sad that she died, because she was so helpful throughout the
very
campaign
good.
and died in like.
We want to do least favorite now?
We already covered least favorite. I mean, the easy one would be the length. It just took too long, and we talked before we started the video that in the middle there wasn't a lot changing. The dynamics changed a lot when zombies came out. It changed a lot when you found out the military was the traitors. So, like in the first 3 months and the last 3 months, things were changing, but in the middle, it really didn't get bogged down. And I felt like we were just doing the same thing, and for us, we were losing.
Yeah, so it took
All that's
twice as
happening.
long to get through the slog, frankly.
And when we got through, we didn't like discover anything cool and unique. We just lost, and we missed a month. We got 2 more unfunded events, and we just moved on to the next month, which we lost. So that was, it could be shortened. It's like a movie that's an hour too long.
Well, and that's my issue. I don't understand the ending. Like, we're now got the vaccine. We're now vaccinating all these cities that were infected. But then, like the last month, we literally just sat in Atlanta and did nothing.
That was very lame.
And I'm just like, if we're vaccinating everything, why are we hiding in Atlanta trying to find whatever it is to find?
Because they've hidden
That's where they hid it.
CNC, and
But it made for an unplayable last month.
It's just
That
really
was not
boring.
fun.
The last month was not fun. You skipped your turn how many times?
I think 2 or 3 times I just passed.
you just
He had nothing to do.
We had no
were
cubes
just
that were
hovering down
threatening.
in Atlanta.
Needed to be in Atlanta to search, and
Yeah.
So that was a little bit. That was my least favorite.
So
part of the
you
game.
just wonder if we missed one of the mutations of the virus, and that's going to come out in season 2.
Right.
Which
something,
that's what I actually. People say they love the story of this game. I kind of don't. I think the story is a little bit cheeky. Where they're like, build the military bases, just kidding. Or we had Bucky Barnes, he's this great guy, and you buff him up, and then he's like, oh, he's a traitor, just kidding, he's dead forever.
But was it build robots
That
because
was
it helped you?
great.
Oh, by the way, you're screwed with
And then they're
robots
like,
at the end of the game.
everything's great, you like find all the stuff. And in season 2, you know it's going to be, just kidding, you didn't.
well, but that's something I thought was cool.
I didn't like that.
Building up the military base, it makes perfect sense. You they scared you into doing what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
They made the bases. You bought it hook, line, and sinker. They built all these stupid bases, and then Evil said, "Ha ha! I've won." And to me, that's the way it works.
So you couldn't kill zombies, right?
That's
Unless
the
you
way
had
it
a
works.
military base in there.
Yeah,
And
and
you couldn't place
that was
roadblocks.
true.
You couldn't place
Right.
roadblocks without a military base. I think.
No, you can do roadblocks without military.
So
bases.
there were incentives.
no,
to,
I think you have to have a military.
Did you have to have a military base in the region?
But
It was, I don't know.
It was fun to add rules, but then you kept going to read the book like I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it was a lot.
If your current region has a military base, you may spend 1 action to place roadblocks.
So it does have that.
So it did have to have a military
Yeah.
base.
You're right. We haven't done roadblocks for what 4 months.
There's new rule stickers throughout the game.
Yeah.
It's a very well used rule book. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we went to it every game.
I don't know that we ever had any serious issues. There were a couple times.
We looked on the forums, and
Yeah.
Matt Leacock does a good job
Okay,
supporting the
questions.
game. You can find everything on BGG if you have questions. I don't think we ever had something where we had to rule it ourselves.
Yeah, we go to BGG a lot.
By far the hardest part was the giant muffins that showed up.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
It tastes like garbage.
You
Open
can't deal with them.
Open up the muffin box.
One more thing. I know we talked about
Those are cupcakes, by the way.
cupcakes. This game is rated #1 on BoardGameGeek.
Yeah, I think we should address this head on.
So let's reiterate that. Number one on Board Game
Of
Geek.
all games
Of
in
all
the history
games
of
in the
ever.
history of
And you said it had 17,000 ratings.
More than
Give or
70,000
take.
ratings.
We can pull it up right now.
So we kind of were talking that. How many of those people actually got beyond 1 or 2 months? Because we really, I remember the first time I thought, yeah, this is way cool. Because I was very hesitant about this.
3 plays into this is a 9 easily.
Yeah, and
Play
9,
the
9.5.
whole thing. This is a 7 to me.
I'd probably say
And
7.5.
I'm-
7.5.
But I entirely lost my passion for it.
I did.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to give it a 7. Like a 7 something I want to
Yeah.
come back
You
and
wanna
play.
play.
We literally were like, are we
That's
going to
true.
play this tonight at least once? And I said, if we play tonight, we end it tonight
It's like
because
a little bit.
we don't want to drag this out.
Yeah, my response was I wanted to have fun tonight.
Yeah, right.
So,
And we're sorry, Matt. We think it's a good game.
yeah.
It's overstated.
Not that you're watching.
And we're not one of those uber awesome groups that won it in like 12 games.
yeah,
We didn't lie that
We
we.
didn't do any
So,
backseas.
so this is
Yeah.
good.
No backseas.
I thought we had a lot of integrity during this game.
Yeah, we did.
whatever that's worth. Anything that we did wrong,
Which is so very
was
different than normal, and I like that.
Playing with Grant
I
is
like
super,
it.
super hard because he gets to anyway. The current rating is 8.486, number one, by a good amount. Through the Ages, which Tim doesn't want, but I
But Through
do.
the Ages has significantly fewer ratings.
It's
And
number
that's
2.
the BGG algorithm is what it is.
There's
It's not
17,000
Nobody knows what it is and
32
how it works.
ratings.
But it
And
happens.
I think, honestly, I think I would be, because I don't want to play it again, I think I would have to give it a 5. Have to give it a 5. After 3 months, I agree with Alexander. After 3 months, we were all excited to play it again. Everybody wanted to see what was next. What was next?
The other issue with that is you're giving it a rating based on what it is. Like, no one's going to play a legacy game like this twice. That's
Right.
just unrealistic.
I think there's been people that have played it
Well,
twice.
that's their prerogative, but like...
Those are the people that are winning 12 games.
There's an
in a row.
average game experience from start to finish. Yeah, it was decent. I had fun most
So
of the
random.
time.
This means that Twilight Struggle got bumped. I don't know when Through the Ages got to number 2.
Yeah,
What's
it's
Twilight
just
Struggle
three.
number 1
But then you look at a game like Puerto Rico, classic worker placement action selection game, has almost 45,000 ratings or something.
7.982.
Right, like that's
And that's a good game. It's a
Number
very solid
12.
game.
that's the algorithm itself is not great.
Seven Wonders Duel is way high. Did
Uh,
you see the expansion of this? It's the same price as the original game.
I don't understand it. I would say this is a solid upper 200 game. Upper, upper 200 game.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Not number one.
Yeah.
Not number
No,
one.
no.
And
Within the 200.
I think like
There's a lot
Pandemic,
of board
it's kind of
games.
genre creating or genre establishing. Even if it wasn't the first co-op, it was the one that made waves. Even if it wasn't the first. Like
Well,
Risk was first, right? Risk
Yeah,
Legacy
this
was
was
first.
But as a co-op, this is so mainstream. You buy this at Walmart kind of
Yeah,
thing. It's
yeah.
done a lot of good for gaming.
Yeah, so it's really important to change.
So I think we need to end this video in asking Matt, since this is his game, what are you gonna do with it?
They'd like to have a bonfire.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. They want me to frame the board.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to frame. I do.
We're never
We're
gonna
going to
play
put it in
Pandemic.
a man cave somewhere.
If you wanted to play Pandemic, you'd just get out regular Pandemic, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't play this.
I don't think we're going to play it again. We could peel the stickers off and resell it.
You can do that.
So one other thing, what was our final score? 646.
646, I think.
So we were in the moderate
Yeah.
victory.
We were the third of 5
Third,
categories.
yeah.
We were losers because we lost 4 games in a row.
And had we not lost those 4
we
in a
would
row,
have
we
solidly
probably
in
would
the
have
second
been
ranking. At least.
750,
Second
760.
close to the first.
Yeah. Well, overall, I'm glad we did it. I
Yeah,
think
me too.
it was too long.
Me too.
Overstayed its welcome. And I just don't know that I ever want to
And
play it.
that's important. It's really, really exciting when we first
It
started.
created great memories.
There was adrenaline
Yeah.
when you played. You wanted to come back and play it.
From Tim wanting to nuke every
Oh.
time he had the option
3 times I had it.
to I remember someone screaming, "Save the board games." Talking about Esso. You know, that was a fun moment, kind of a fun time. You're like, ha ha ha, that was really good.
And for once, me and
Like
Ray
that.
didn't have to argue with each other.
So
No,
here's,
we do it all. I don't think we ever did.
We worked together.
And we actually sat next to each other the entire time.
so would a fair summary be that we think you should play this game?
Oh, I
You
think
you should play the
As an
game,
experience,
but
play
you're
the
gonna,
game.
you're gonna have to buckle down if you actually want to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or breeze through it because you win every game, and that's the thing that you do.
Yeah.
And if you are going to rate it, play the entire game
Yeah, please.
before you rate it.
All right.
Or at least give it have to play. Don't do it after 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So thanks.
Until next time.
Not with pandemic like